Welcome to Russ's Kitchen. This is my recipe for chicken and bacon pie. It's rich, it's creamy, it's a comforting meal that everybody's going to love, and it's very, very simple. So let me show you the ingredients that we're going to use. Obviously, we've got chicken. Now, I'm using 2 chicken breasts, which is going to be more than ample for 2 people. We've got streaky bacon, maybe 2 to 4 rashers, but that's your choice. You decide how much you want to put in. Frozen sweet corn, about 5 grams. Half an onion, but we won't actually be using probably all of that. I've got double cream, little bit of black pepper. I've got shop bought puff pastry. Now, you could make your own, but why would you when you can get really good quality shop bought puff pastry? It's so easy to use, and the results are always actually really good. A little bit of Dijon mustard, and that's all it takes to make this wonderful, wonderful pie. So the first thing I'm going to do, wrap this chicken in the tin foil, and that's going to go into a preheated oven at 160. It's going to take about 20 to 25 minutes to cook. While our chicken is cooking, I'm going to cut up the bacon and the onion. The bacon I'm going to cut into about inch sizes. We don't want it too small. We want to be able to taste that in the final pie. There's our bacon and our onion chopped up, and you can see that we actually haven't used very much onion. The rest of this onion I'm going to wrap in cling film, pop it in the fridge, because I'll be using that probably during the week anyway. Now the next thing we're going to do is gently fry off our onion so that it gets really, really nice and soft. Once we've done that, we're going to take the bacon, a little bit harder, a little bit hotter, and we're going to fry that off, but we don't want it to get too crispy. I've got my frying pan gently warming up. I'm going to go and put a little drizzle of olive oil into the pan, not too much, and then our onions. And I'm just going to cook those until they just get nice and soft on a very, very low heat. Again, we don't want them to colour, we don't want them to burn. Our onion has now softened down really nicely. I'm going to take it out and put it on a small plate with some kitchen roll, just to absorb any of the extra oil that might be with the onion. So there it goes. And again, trying to get all of the onion out of the pan, because when we fry the bacon, we don't want little bits of burnt onion to get mixed in as well. Back onto the heat. I'm going to turn that right up, and we're going to fry off our bacon. So our bacon is cooked through, but it hasn't gone crispy or too brown, and that's kind of what we want. I'm now going to transfer this onto the same plate with the onion. Again, same reason. I want to make sure that any of the excess oil, fat drains away. We don't really want that in our pie mixture. Next thing we're going to do is cook our sweet corn. I've got a pan here with some water in. Let's turn that right up to maximum heat. I'm going to put our frozen sweet corn in. Now I'm going to bring this to the boil and just let it simmer for a couple of minutes and that's all I'm going to do, because once this goes into our pie mixture, it's going to be cooking for a bit longer when we put the pie into the oven. The chicken is just cooked through. Now I've tested it by using my trusty meat thermometer, and the core temperature is coming out at around 78 degrees. Now if we wanted this to be absolutely cooked through, you're going to be looking at a core temperature of about 82. But we don't need to worry too much about that, because again, this is now going to go into our pie mixture and it's going to be cooking for another 20-25 minutes when we put that into the oven. So let's put all these ingredients into a bowl and give them a quick mix through. Let's prepare our mixture ready to actually go into our dishes. So I'm going to go in with about 3/4 of a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. At this stage I'm just going to add a little bit of double cream just to bring the mixture together, and a twist of black pepper. And we'll give that a little mix. So next thing we do is we're going to take our mixture and we're going to divide it and put it into our pie dishes. Hopefully keeping it fairly even between the two. At this stage I'm going to take a little bit more cream and just gently top the filling. We don't want to overdo the cream. I think that's going to be actually enough. That's going to be fine. What I've done is I've run some water round the edges of this pie dish. That's going to help the pastry stick to the pie dish. So let's take our shop bought puff pastry, lay it gently over the dish, and then just using my thumb I'm just going to press it down all the way round. Just so that it makes contact with that water, and taking a sharp knife I'm now just going to trim off excess pastry. Let's just make that a little bit neater. I'm going to put a couple of stabs in the top just to release any steam while it's cooking. And at this stage I'm going to take a fork and, just to make it look a little bit nicer, just press down on the edge with the fork. I think it's always nice just to make a little bit of an effort to make it look really, really nice. So next thing to do is egg wash our pie, and as always I've got the yolk of an egg mixed with about a teaspoon of water That's going to make it much easier to spread over the pie. And there you go. That is now ready to go into the oven at about 200 degrees, or double check what it says on the package of your pastry. It's probably going to take about 25 minutes to cook, maybe half an hour, and we're going to have a look at that after that time and just see how gorgeous this chicken pie is. And there it is, absolutely gorgeous chicken and bacon pie. Now, I need to warn you about something with this. If you dish this up for people, they're going to want more and more, so you might find yourself making this a lot. Real comfort food. Enjoy it. It's fantastic.